I suppose the first thing I'd say, and it's quoting Einstein, and that's that we can't solve the problems by using the same sort of thinking that we used when we created them. What problem are we trying to solve? And I think one of the problems of the recent obsession is the way the government have articulated what the problems are. The problems, according to them, are we have to fix the banks and we have to fix the public finances. Now, if we set those as the goals, we are doomed to fail. Those are constraints. They are not goals. They're constraints on our ability to do what is our job as politicians, and that's to fix people's lives. But there's lots we can do. We are not powerless by any manner of means. We can reinvent our government. We can change the way politics work. We can change the way the public service work. We can have an engine driving reform that is drawn from private as well as public sector, forcing change across the rigid silos. We can look at processes that are done hopelessly inefficiently in the public sector. The first and most important thing, I believe, is establishing an engine of reform within the public service. So to establish an Office of Public Service Reform, recruiting private sector people of experience to man that, and setting about driving a reform agenda. I think we will achieve nothing if the government system continues to be unable to deliver. So I suppose that would be a very high priority for me. I suppose the second thing is that I think there are bottlenecks that have been artificially created by the state that are hampering people's opportunity. And I think we need to have a hit list of those that we would target within the first 100 days. I think I'd remove the travel tax for starters. Michael O'Leary is committed to bring in 6 million passengers. So let's get rid of the travel tax and test his willingness to do that. I think the other thing is we have to create a vehicle for getting credit to business. And the third major area that I would seek to do something immediately would be on keeping talent at home. I think we need to have internships developed, particularly in foreign enterprises. A lot of foreign enterprises are employing high numbers of non-Irish people because of skill shortages. We now have a lot of very skilled people coming out of colleges forced to go abroad. There is surely an opportunity and to some degree an obligation on companies who we are stoutly defending their right to low corporation tax and their central importance. I think there's an expectation, I believe, that they should also help us develop a credible internship program that can help place people. The government have identified or claimed that there's 500 million of red tape, and they claimed 3 years ago that they would eliminate it in 5 years. At this stage, of that 500 million which they say exists, they haven't eliminated any of it. As I go around meeting businesses, I come across some of them. It's not from putting down a parliamentary question to the Minister for Enterprise and Employment that you discover what they are, because he doesn't know what they are.